You guys, happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Deal Story number 25. Happy Friday, you guys. Thank you so much for all the comments you guys are getting. I'm super excited. After this, I'm going to go head out and pick up the car. They actually gonna bring they actually gonna get us an Uber. They're gonna get us an Uber there. So anyways, you guys, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday, and as you enter the live stream, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. And if this video add any kind of value to you, then obviously you guys, don't be shy. Boom, boom, boom. Smash that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, haven't subscribed to the family, and you're interested in wanting to know how to wholesale, and especially how you can do it virtually, then man, smash that subscribe button. But you guys, thank you so much for all the congrats. I'm truly, man, I'm just so pumped. It's been on my board for 2 years. If you guys don't believe it, let me show you really quick. It's actually hiding behind this new goal now that I want. You know, it's obviously it's not a Lambo or it's not a Ferrari, but God, oh man, I'm tearing it apart. So anyways, you guys can see here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it'll say I'm going to do a 100K wholesale deal and I'll buy this car. And that was the goal for end of 2015. It was supposed to be one wholesale deal, and made it happen in like 6 months, waking up every single day thinking about, man, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make it happen? And man, things just start falling in place. And that deal was on a single family home, $100,000. I think we made over $100,000 on it. It was a single family home. I think I end up making more on that deal than the guy's going to buy and flip it. We end up doing a double closing. But today I'm going to share with you guys a deal that came in from a website. We're actually closing on it today. I'm going to go out there and pick up the checks. I think today we're picking, so supposedly today I was supposed to pick up a total amount of about $130,000, and a couple of them it got delayed because the seller is in another state, and the notary, when they went out there to get the to get the notary to go out there and get the seller to sign, they weren't able to UPS it back on time, so we're closing some of those deals next week. So we're picking up like 60-something today. But I'll be able to share that. And those of you who are in my wholesaling families, Facebook family, I'm gonna, since you don't, I don't know if you guys know. Oh yes, and hold on a second. And I posted this on the Facebook family already, but for those of you who are interested in wanting to do deals, not just talk, but wanting to do and close deals, purchase my Khang Amazing Seller Script. I'm going to show you and teach you how to talk to seller, all right? And being able to negotiate, get the seller on price, negotiate with them, and how to talk and communicate with them, how to take control of the phone call, lead it from one phone call all the way to the second phone call to tie the property up on a contract virtually. And if you're gonna come onto the family, you know, we're having, you know, the thing is, to me, you need to surround yourself with people that are doing massive action taker, people that are taking action each and every single day towards their goal. It will get you pumped. You know, when you get into the group, we just don't talk. There's people on there already. I'm so excited for them. They're closing their first deal. They're doing their first deal, or they're getting property up on a contract. And it's nice to be around that kind of an environment, because it pushes you, right? It pushes you to say, man, these guys are, you know, these people are making it happen. I need to do something. So it's nice to be, so that way you're not just sitting back and being comfortable. You're getting pushed each and every single day. And I love having you guys a part of the family. And when you guys close your first wholesale deal, that's what I'm doing. I'm ordering one already. And if you guys become part of the family, it's actually going to have your name on it. It has your name on it, waiting for you. So first wholesale deal, and then there's a fourth line that I can get engraved, and we can put your name on there. But when you do your first wholesale deal, I'll get you one of that. I think it made out of glass or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm ordering one already. But I'm trying to find things to do for the family, the Facebook family, and and to get you guys pumped up. But when you guys join, I'll be able to share with you guys more than I can on YouTube. I'll be able to share with you guys some cold calling. I need to do more of that, some cold calling, you know, the way that I talk to buyers, other wholesaler, agents, realtor, investors, etc. Even, obviously, seller. Would like it with a nickname on it, Ray Ray, whatever you want on it. When you do your first wholesale deal, boom, we're going to put one, and I'm going to send one out to you with whatever name, nickname, whatever you want. Congrats, King Khang. When I grow up in wholesaling, I'm gonna be like you. Raymond, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And you guys, to be honest with you, like on my personal Facebook page, I don't really share my you know, checks or my stuff. You know, I keep it pretty private. You know, I keep it pretty private. A lot of times, friend and family can be a little issue when you share those kind of stuff. So I'm so happy to have you guys a part of the family, and I'm able to share with you guys. Getting all this congrats and things like that has been, you know, it feels good. So thank you so much. Show more checks, Jim. You got it. I'm going to show you some checks today when I go pick it up. Next week, man, I'm picking up a total of $100-something thousand. So I'll show you guys that as well. Let's give you guys some shout out here. Sean Johnston, Joe Dirt, what up? You like the car, Joe? Man, the car, oh my God, when I first saw it, let me see here, the lighting. Yeah, much better. When I first saw it, oh my gosh, I fell in love, and I never thought that I was a car guy. I never thought I was a car guy until my wife got me the first car. It was obviously faster than my 97 Honda. So, and then I got addicted to fast car, and now I like fast car. Smash those like, come on, you guys, smash those thumbs up. Sensor, or oh man, I can't pronounce your name. Sketcher Aim, probably all wrong. S. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the channel. Riviera. Congrats on the new Benz. Thank you so much. Nicholas Austin, happy Friday. Jin, are you driving to Maryland next month? You know what, Jin? I would totally drive, because the hardest thing is I need to put 1,000 miles onto the car before I can really put my feet to the metal. So so I have to drive like a grandpa for like until I hit 1,000 miles. So I'm trying to find places to go. I'm trying to ask the flight. Like, she doesn't like road trip, or she doesn't like being in the car for a long time. So I'm trying to find places where I can take her. I might show you guys driving out to one of my rentals that I can show you guys, picking up some coins. We have a little laundromat, so that might be, it's a 30-minute drive. I need to create a vision board. Nickel Austin, yes, create a vision board, but don't just put stuff on there. Put things that mean something to you, all right? Put stuff on there, and you guys, like, honestly, like, I don't know how things happen, but things that I start, you know, my wife and I would sit down, and what we want, you know, the things, you know, friends, fam, whatever it is that you want to put in there, and if it means something to you to achieve it, put it on there. And I really don't know what it is, but it just brings things to you and make it happen. And obviously, without the work, it's not going to happen. But that's why when I say you got to put something that meaning something to you. And, you know, to me, to be honest with you, getting this car, it's just, to me, it means so much. It's just not to say, you know, it's an accomplishment, but also too, it pushes me and letting me know, man, like, this business here is just so unlimited. Whatever I want, I just need to work and grind at it, and I'll be able to get what I want. And man, it just means so much. Ethic, I probably pronounced your name wrong. Franklin, happy Friday, Khang. How does it feel to be a millionaire? Oh man, I never ever thought, but it feels great. I mean, nothing really changes as, you know, now we're able to, you know, contribute and help more on the charity that we want. You know, now we're giving about $500 per month on Feed the Children and some other charity some other charity that we have promised God or the universe that you know, as we grow and as we get better in life financially, we want to be able to contribute and help those other people. So it has been great. Yes, Law of Attraction. That was the movie. The Secret was the one that changes my wife. Hi, Jessica. Happy Friday. Dark Jarman. Happy Friday. Big D. What up? Happy Friday. Yes, you guys. Don't forget to smash those thumbs up. Jones. Happy Friday. Natasha. Happy Friday. Just got my first offer. Come on, you guys. Smash those thumbs up for Natasha. Yeah, first offer, nice. Mickey, happy Friday. Jinwoo, yeah, man, 500, and I think it's like 510 horsepower, 516 feet of torque, 0 to 60, 3.9 seconds. Oh man, I don't think I ever got that fast of a car. Oh my god. But I will be able to do some video for you guys. You're truly inspiring. Thank you so much. The real DJ Smooth, Raymond, happy Friday. Khang, enjoy your AMG. Yeah, thank you. Wish you guys were here. I'm gonna take you guys on a ride. Virtual wholesaling leads without buying less. I'm not sure what you mean, Michael. I saw one last night. Thought it was you driving. No, I'm actually picking up. I'm actually picking it up today. I was gonna go down there yesterday, but we're picking up the checks and we're doing a couple of things. We're going out for a nice a lunch as well. So thought we'd do it all together. Believe in Jesus Christ and the cross. Does your training course include everything? No, it does not include everything. What it did include is the two main thing that the one main thing is the seller script. Okay, so there's part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is the incoming call when you talk to the seller, how to prep them, how to take control of the phone call, prep them up, and also 2 is how to get the commitment so that way when you call back on the second phone call, you're able to lock them in and tie them up. And and then I included all the contract that we actually use. You get to listen to the live call that I put the script into action. It's exactly how I talk to the seller. You'll be able to listen to it. So it's not a script where you're like, oh, I don't really know if it works. So you guys, so the thing is, most people say, and I understand, for some of you, $495 might be a lot. But what you want, because I was there, my wife and I was there when we first started, we are looking for things, seminars and other mentoring or courses or program or some kind of marketing. And we're like, man, that's a lot of money. But what I want to know is, does that prove results? Does it give results? Am I going to get the result that is it proven already? So if my purchase manager can call back with the script and can lock property up under contract, I believe that anybody can do it. They're a young girl, in their 20s, know nothing about real estate. They don't know anything about real estate. They don't know anything about real estate. So if they can do it, I believe you can too. Okay. So, another thing is you get to join our Facebook group. It's a small community. We're on there. We're pushing, helping each other, closing and executing deal. Tying you up in a contract, bring it all the way to closing. And the thing is, I will be able to share with you guys more on there. And I don't want the Facebook page to be a one-on-one. It's not a one-on-one. It's not a one-on-one thing, all right? It's not a one-on-one thing. But what it is you got to go on there. If you have a long questions, you'll be able to do a video. And I'll be able to a lot of times when I want to put something on what I want to say into writing, it's really hard because obviously, I'm not formally educated really well. So my writing skills horrible. But what I do is I'll be able to do a video and then comment back on your answer. So you'll be able to know, so that whatever your question is, I'll be able to do that for you, okay? And we're on there. We're helping and pushing each other. We're not just yippee-yappy talking. We're not just rah. And it's not about inspiration or motivational page. It's about getting you guys committed and dedicated, and I'm going to hold you accountable on that page and will not allow you to get off until you do your first wholesale deal or you outgrow the group where we cannot add any more value to you, all right? But it's nice to be around that. So you see people doing deals, making things happen. You'll be like, what is wrong? So it pushes you, waking you up every day, giving you kind of a self-check and say, hey, let's make something happen. But man, But yes, on there, I want to do more and more for you guys and things like that. Any Memorial Day special comp. Man, I'm telling you guys that a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. But man, when you do your first wholesale deal and able to do it virtually over the phone, man, you will know that it's worth more than that much. Because, and when I go to my mentor, for those of you who's in Maryland, I'm going out to, oh man, it's been 15 minutes. I haven't even talked about the deal. Okay, we got to make it quick. Man, I'm sorry, you guys. So, you guys, my wife and I are heading out to Maryland. In June. And on the 14th, we'll be there at the local RIA. It's my mentor RIA. And I'm going to have him share with you guys how my wife created a side virtual business for him, for his virtual wholesaling business. Within 6 months, made over $100,000 on that. All right. And she trained up all the VA just based on the script. That's all it is. Just based on the script. And she can train anybody up and hand them the script, train anybody up. They don't need to know anything about real estate. Role play with them, train them up, and they're able to do it. All right. So man, so I don't know what else that I can say. Come to Delaware. All right, you guys. Let's talk about this deal here. So this deal here comes in from our website. The guy called in, and at the time he's saying, hey, the property is worth about, I think he said in the 500. All right, in the 500,000. He said, hey, I'm getting a new job. I'm doing a drop. He's getting a new job transfer. He got the appraiser to come out, appraise the property already. And there's a couple things that the appraiser tells him that he needs to fix so that way he can sell to a traditional buyer. Okay, so he decided, he said, hey, you know what? I want some shortcut. Not shortcut, but he wants an easy process because of his job transfer and how many things are going on. So he wants an easy, quick, hassle-free sell, an easy process. All right, that's what he typed into our website. And he was asking at the time, I can't remember what it's exactly his asking price. I think he asked like 370 or 380. All right, but he wants to walk away with $30,000. That's what I know, because we always talk about the walkaway money, what they want to sell the property for, and what they want to walk away with. And I'll share with you that in the script. We always talk about the walkaway money, because once they know, okay, well, after everything, this is how much I walk away with. And the walkaway money, when you share with them how much you want to walk away with, a lot of time it's way less than what they want to actually sell the property for. Because now they can plan in their head, okay, I got this much money. I'm going to plan what to do with it, etc. And it happens to me all the time when I ask, okay, so what are you hoping to sell the property for? They're like, this much amount. And I ask them is there a mortgage that needs to be paid off? They say yes. And I take that and subtract. And I said, well, how much are you hoping to walk away with, right? If we take care of all the fees, etc. And they would name X amount. And then it would be a lot lower than what they wanted to sell it for. So anyways, you guys, so he called in, I call the seller right back. He wanted like the property's worth in like the 5 something. He wanted like 370 or 380. Call him back, went through everything with him, asked him all the questions, got him down to a walk away of $7,000. All right, so he agrees on the phone, $7,000. I actually did this live phone call on the first subscriber wholesale deal interview. And at that time, I think it was Mr. Hall. He was actually on the other, he was actually the one that I interviewed, but I didn't have time. So I said, hey, is it okay if I put this on live? And I let him listen to the whole live phone call. And you guys, it's once you know how to talk to the seller, it's pretty much, I do it on a daily basis. So it's not hard. So it's not hard at all. So it's like once you know how to say it, it's very, very easy. Man, I gotta move to my other room. So the wife's gotta go in here. So what she does is she has a meeting with all the VA on Skype, and that's how she does it. So it's all virtual for me. This is all I need. My wife just got me a new backpack. All I need is my backpack, my laptop, and Wi-Fi, and I go anywhere to do this. Man, wife is the boss. Yes, she is, man. So I gotta go to another room. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Okay, you guys still there? Oh man. Let me move this back. All right, is everyone still there? I gotta go grab a chair. Oh man, hold on a second, you guys. This is bad. All right, you guys, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm just bringing the chair in. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Boom. We lost everybody. Oh, man. All right. Lost everybody. Keeps going in and out. I'm still here, family. Well, some dedication. Hold on a second. So the guy's going to bring an Uber, so... So anyways, you guys, Luke, what up, buddy? Happy Friday. Luke, dude, I'm picking up the car today, bro. So anyways, you guys, so what's your calculation for wholesaling in your area? 70 or 80? WM Baker. So basically in my area, because of the buyers that I have accumulate, I normally send them out at 20%. Discount at 30%. All right, you guys. Oh, man. We lost everybody. So anyways, the seller calls in. Oh, man, I hope. So the seller calls in, chat with the sellers, and the price what we wanted. Anyways, I came to a price where I got him to agree to a walkaway of $7,000. And then he needed, I think he needed about 3 days or so to actually sign it. You locked that deal over the phone. So easy, Khang. Mr. Hall, thanks, man. Mr. Hall was the one that's on the live call when I actually put him on the live call with the seller. And I hope that call helps. But anyways, so the seller wants $30,000, got him down to $7,000, gave him a 3 day. So he won 3 days to kind of look over the contract before he signs it and get it back to us. I sent it out to him. I sent it out to him, and then I sent it out to him on the third day where we expect to get it back. I heard nothing from the seller. And you guys, this is the phone call that you'll be listening to. If you guys join the family. Also, too, is I think he was way of pressuring people to sign. I think he has a way of pressuring people to sign. Not at all. You know what? The thing is, man, when my wife and I was working in the mall, when we're working with these Israeli, man, these Israeli make me feel like I am I'm a child in the wholesaling thing. They're good, but too much to me. I feel like they pressure too much. So, anyways, everybody has their own little techniques of how they sell stuff. But so anyways, the seller, I got the seller down to 7, and then I think he kind of thought about it, and then he needed much to walk away with. So I didn't hear back from him. I knew there's something going on. So I left him. So instead, so I shoot him some text message, and you guys will be able to see the text message that I actually texted the seller. When you guys join the Facebook group, I share that with you guys. So pretty much I text back, ask the seller, where do we need to be? He said, Khang, after thought about it, $7,000 is just not enough. I actually needed more money. But anyway, we got him to come to an agreement on a $20,000 walk away. He was thinking, he said, you know what, Khang, I'm just going to hold back. I don't really want to sell it. I don't really want it to sell it. Maybe I'll just wait another month or so and list it with the realtor. Obviously, I didn't leave it alone. I said, well, you know what? Where do we need to be in price for us to go ahead and move forward to do this with you? He said, Khang, after thinking about everything, I really need it. I asked him, what's the lowest you'd be able to as a walk away? And he said $20,000. All right. So we came into agreement for $20,000. Our initial was we're going to make, I think when we got him down to that 7, where we're going to make about 40 or so, something on this deal. But we end up making 18 or 21 on this deal. All right, 21 instead of 25, and I'll share with you guys why. Within a week or so, we found our buyer, and then prior to that, two buyer has come out, or actually three buyer has come out, walked through the property, etc. And the seller, you guys, he's super awesome. He's so easy to work with. And the whole time after I locked the property up on the contract, I really never talked to the seller anymore. And, you know, I just, all I did was I just text back and forth to schedule the showing, and the seller was super helpful. And the seller was really great to work with, really great and really easy to work with. So I set up the showing for three buyers, went out there, looked at the property and said, hey, Khang, it's not going to work. The number's too high. You know, the number's too high, etc. So we tied it up for, so the seller didn't want to vacate. So he wanted to stay in the property or do a rent back until September. That's when he get his new job. All right. Until September. That's when he get his new job. So he was wondering if we can do like some kind of a rent back or close, you know, or close on September instead. And I said, yeah, we can certainly work that out, right? I said, not a problem. We can certainly work that out. We want to make sure it works for you and work for us as well. So I said, it's not a problem. So I just tied up on a contract. And then when we found our buyers, so we found our buyer after, I think this is the fourth buyer, and they bought it sight unseen. He did it, or I wouldn't say sight unseen. The buyer did a drive-by. Okay, it's for earnest money. We put $500 on all of our purchase and sale agreement now. We put $500 as an earnest money, all right? That's for earnest money. And so we tied up for about 40, we told him that we can close, you know, within the next 45 to 60 days because he wasn't in a rush. So I want to get as much time as I can, 45 to 60 days. And I said, we can certainly do a rent back or something like that. We'll figure something out. He said either a rent back or he needs an extra 30 days or so to vacate the property after closing. So I said, not a problem. We can certainly work that out with you. So I found the buyer within about a week and a half or 2 weeks. The buyer did a drive-by and didn't need to go inside the property. But the buyer wanted to, I think the number was, he wanted, gosh, I can't remember. He wanted 355, all right? We sent it out at the time. I think we sent it out for like 360 or so, 360 or 370. He wanted 355 for the property. Sorry. He wanted 355 for the property. And he said, hey, we're ready to go. We don't need an inspection. We don't need a walkthrough. We're ready to go on this. So we end up having to, so we agreed on the price. So it was a total of $25,000 assignment fee. And then so the buyer was getting hard money on this deal. So the buyer was getting hard money loan on this deal, and the lender wanted to get some interior pictures, or at least do a quick walkthrough because of how old the property is. The property was built in like 1910 or 1901. So because it was so old, they were afraid that the wiring or the plumbing, you know, might be a major issue where their number is going to run, it's going to run higher. So once they signed the agreement already, and they pretty much have dropped off their deposit, and then all of a sudden they want to go into the property. I said, no, you know what? We have already agreed on it, where you guys are going to buy a sight unseen. You guys don't need a walkthrough or inspections, and that's why we're willing to move forward with you guys with the price reduction. And they understand that, but they say, hey, you know what, Khang? And we have done deal with them already. They're, you know, when they say they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. But he said, Khang, I was over calculating and I over kind of look on my numbers, didn't know how old the house is. You know, is there any way I can do just a quick walkthrough? Just want to see the electrical and the plumbing and the heating really quick. And I said, you know what, we already told the seller, right? So now you're gonna put it on the seller. It's not you. It's now become the seller. Hey, we already talked to the seller. We already told the seller that we don't need the inspection. We don't need the walkthrough. We're ready to move forward with it. So now it's like me going back to the seller and kind of go against our word. And I said, you know, honestly, we don't want to do that. We want to, you know, keep a good reputation. So I say, well, so we end up saying, well, he said, well, is there any way you can have sellers send pictures? You guys got to understand, until the deal is closed, anything can happen, and you do not want anything happens. And the worst thing is getting the buyer to come back into the property again. You do not want that. Once it's already done, they drop off the deposit. If they want to bring contractor in, etc., I said it's a no. Wait until after closing. So anyways, the buyer said, you know what, if you can have the seller send over some pictures of the plumbing, the heating, that's all we need, and we should be good to go. And he said that, you know, I can do that instead of doing the walkthrough on the property. And that's what I did. I texted the seller back. Could you send me pictures of the electrical panel, the pump, the plumbing underneath the sink, the furnace, etc. Got those pictures, sent it over, and the buyer said, you know what, Khang, I feel really bad, but, you know, based on the electrical, it seems like it's going to cost us some money to update it. And so anyways, he ended up negotiating down to $4,000. We did a lot of deals with this buyer already. And obviously, you know, I said, you know, I'm in this to, you know, long-term relationship. We're already making our money. So I said, you know what? I want my buyers to make money as well so they can come back. It's not a one-time deal and it's over with. So I could have said no and they could have lost their deposit. Done. Nope. None. But you know what? I say not a big deal. You know, we actually made some really good profit with them already on some other deals already. So I didn't really care. It didn't really bother me, so we gave them a $4,000 reductions. That's why we came down to an $18,000 or $21,000 on this deal instead of a $25,000. But anyways, you guys, a lot of times what it is keeping that good relationship, especially if a buyer that you have done multiple deal with. We already made a good assignment fee on it, and the buyer was willing to buy it, you know, without inspection, without walkthrough. And so to me, I felt like that was whatever that the buyer was saying. That I was okay with it. I felt like, you know what, I don't want to ruin the relationship over $4,000. We're probably going to do more and more deals with them. They're a large group of buyers and they buy a lot of property. So I said, not a problem. Let's go ahead and move forward and do it. And we're able to get it closed. So anyways, you guys, that was pretty much the deal. So on it, I told the buyer that they need to put a $15,000 non-refundables. Typically, I want the buyer to put as much as you can, the buyer to put the non-refundable down because you want to get them tied in, all right? If it's $500, if it's $1,000, it's going to be easy for them to walk away. So you want to, so typically my minimum, like the smallest I ever got buyer to put down is like $5,000. Typically it's $10,000 to $15,000 non-refundable you want them to put down because you want them to be locked in, know that if they're going to walk away, they're going to lose a big chunk of money, all right? So this deal was, and also too, they were ready to close within so once we got it, 10 days later, they're ready to close on the property. So it was a quick, fast, and easy, and what we end up doing with the seller was the buyer, what it is I forgot to tell you guys the part. So we end up telling the seller, hey, you know what? So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a 30 days to vacate with a $5,000 holdback in escrow to protect the buyer in case, you know, to protect us. That's what I told the seller, to protect us in case you didn't want to move out. All right? Because we have that issue in the past already, but we're willing to close on it now so you can get all your majority of your funds and then give you a 30 days to vacate. Seller was really good. Oh my God, I'm sorry. But seller was completely okay with doing a 30-day rent back, a 30 days after closing to vacate. So we made that work with the buyer, made that work with the seller, and everything was all good. I was actually kind of worried when when we closed, because what it is you guys want the buyer to be able to get the buyer to close as quickly on it as possible, all right? So I was kind of worried if the seller's like, oh, you know, you call, that's not enough of time. But I pretty much this is what I told the seller, all right, to get the seller to kind of agree, all right, this is pretty much what I tell the seller. And a lot of times, you guys, this is the real world. This is the real world. It's not a fantasy world. What we do each and every single day in this business, we work with and we come encounter with different type of people, different type of personality, all right? So a lot of wholesalers out there, when they don't share with you guys things they say and talk to seller and buyer. And, you know, and the reason why I don't share too much on YouTube, because I don't want it to come in conflict when I deal with buyers in the future that I work with if they come across my channel, etc. But so this is pretty much what I tell the seller. I told the seller that, hey, you know what, we don't want to negotiate with you on the price. We agreed to whatever it is. We want to stick with it. But you know, but one of our contractor here having some times where they're willing to actually give us a discount on their labor costs to make all the number works. But what it is he has a month, he has the next month or so available in his schedule where he can squeeze us in to make that work. So if you're willing to help us out, you know, then we can make everything work. We don't want to go back and negotiate with you on the price. And the seller, you know, the seller obviously wants his money as agreed. So he said, yep, I'm willing to do that. But like I said, this seller is very, very easy to work with. He's very kind, very easy to work with. I love it. Anyways, that's pretty much the deal, you guys. And picking up the checks today. I'm going to show it to you guys. Ray, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what you mean. Beast Mode, I think it might be Khang bandwidth because his wife is having a meeting right now too. Yeah, that is correct. So she's having a meeting on Skype, and this is also got linked to Skype. So when they call, it blows it up. David Swell, happy Friday, my man. Thanks, Khang. I really appreciate all the videos and you're sharing your experience with us. Not a problem, man. I'm glad I can, because 5 years ago I was watching somebody else and they're able to give back and to share, and it just now it's the other way around. So I'm glad I can help. Can someone please tell me how the process work once everything at the title company? Do I have to go there or can I fax or email? And 216, anything can be done virtually, buddy. You can do it virtually. You don't need to go to the title company. You don't need to see the seller. You don't need to see the buyer. You don't need to see the property. All can be done through fax, email, and electronic sign. How much is it for a title to be pulled? St. Nicholas, for me, nothing. It's they'll do it, no problem. You just have to call them and build a relationship, but nothing at all. You start at 20% discount. If it doesn't sell, you go to the 25. If it doesn't sell to your buyers, you move to the 30% depending on market. Mr. Hall, well said, buddy. That's exactly correct. So we start at 20%. So we started at a 20% discount because a lot of my buyers now are willing to buy it at 20 to 15% discount because of how hot the market is and because depending on the buyer, all right? Some of these buyers, they're buying for a long-term hold. They don't need a whole, they just want to see some kind of a discount in equity. Some of these guys just have money sitting there and they're not making as much on their money, so they rather put into an investment on a piece of. Anyways, you guys, just got a few minutes here before we wrap this up. And then, so I send it out for 20%, and then if it doesn't sell, then oh my God. And then I discount at a 25% discount, and if it doesn't, I go to the 30% discount. How much would you go about hiring a mentor? My local RIA has a coach program, but it's $3K upfront and then $400 a month, which is my monthly marketing budget. Carlos. So, Carlos, to be honest with you, having a mentor, it's great. I wouldn't be here doing what I do today if it weren't without my mentor. And my mentor gave me the confidence and letting me know that, hey, you know what? Because a lot of times when you get into it, you're unexperienced, so you don't know if your decision is right, whether making an offer, calculation on ARV, calculation on rehab costs, so you don't really know. So you hire a mentor, all right? So my whole thing is hiring a mentor. It's not, and when I say this, I'm going to have a lot of you guys saying, the opposite. So the thing is that, yes, when you don't have the money, it seems a lot. I understand that. But what you want is you want the results, not the money. So when I hire a contractor to do the work, a lot of times I have to rehire, and repay, and it costs me more money because I was staying cheap on my labor, right? I was staying cheap on hiring my contractor, and they come in there, now they got to cut down their price on buying materials or they're trying to cut corners, and I have to repay. So to me, it's the result that you want and not the amount of money. If you pay one time, if you pay X amount one time and then they go in there and they get it all done for you, and they have proven that to you already, then to me it's not the price, but it's the results, right? When I pay, let's just say if I hire a mentor and then my mentor tell me, hey Khang, pay me $10,000, I'll mentor you. My mentor charged me $25,000, fly him out for 3 days, split the first 3 deal with him. So I end up paying a total of $100,000 in mentoring, all right? But to me, it's did I end up getting the result I want? That's the key. Is do you get the result that you want? It's the result that you want. Otherwise, you're wasting money and you're wasting time. If you pay somebody and if you're not getting the result you want, now you're losing on money and you're losing on time. And the thing is, nobody can guarantee your success. Nobody can guarantee your results. The only person that can do that is yourself. But first, you got to know the mentor you're hiring. Has he or she proven to you the results? Have you seen the results? Have they, have you seen the results? If you have seen the results, and if you do exactly what they tell you, then there should be no reason why you couldn't get the same results. Does that make sense? So you got to make sure that they're not just teaching, but they're actually doing. All right. So now I'm going to be hire a mentor to me is huge, right? Because if they're where you want it to go, then it's like a roadmap. They'll tell you go here, go here, go here, and you get to where I am. Okay, that's what a mentor is. It's like a GPS. Basically, they have already been there. So for you, you just need to punch in, and then your GPS will tell you how to get there. So for me, to be honest with you, knowing what I know now, obviously having your mentor in your local area is great. You'll be able to shadow him or her, and maybe you can get a quicker results that way. But knowing what I know now, I would focus on this. All right, you guys, I would focus on this. Is how to talk to seller. Oh my God. Okay, for those of you who are starting out, listen to me. First, you gotta make sure you have all the contract ready to go. The assignment agreement, the purchase and sale agreement, and the double closing contract. You want to have those ready to go. Let me tell you what's on your plate. And what it is you want to get everything simplified off. So whatever is simple and easy to get that off your plate. One, get all the purchase and sale contract ready. The purchase and sale contract between you and the seller, the assignment agreement, the double closing. So listen to me so you don't get distracted. The double closing contract. You want to have those ready because those are easy to get. All right, those are easy to get. And then you just want to and then second, find a title company or an attorney that know how to do these transactions. That's easy to get. That's easy to find. You can find that within a day. Just make a couple phone calls, post a couple questions on the Wholesaling Houses Full-Time, the Real Estate Investor, or your local RIA or meetup group. Ask those investor or wholesaler, which company do you use? Get that off your plate so that way you are ready. When you meet the seller, now the next thing you want to get is a script that you can talk to the seller. You got to know how to talk and communicate with seller. Otherwise, how are you going to talk to seller when you meet them or you cold call or you doing, or, you got to be able to talk and know how to talk to seller is so crucial in this business. How are you going to lock you up in a contract if you don't know how to talk to them? Let's just say that when you go and get your car fixed at a mechanic or you talk to a mechanic over the phone, and that mechanic doesn't know what he's talking about, don't you feel like, oh man, this is not the place where I want to bring my car to go get fixed? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. But if he can handle you, even if you don't know how to fix the car, but he knows how to handle your call on the phone and kind of tell you, okay, you know what, when you say this, this is how I'm going to respond. When you say this is how I'm going to respond. And if all your questions was able to answer, if your questions, whatever your question is or your concern is, was able to be answered, then you'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to bring my car there to have him check it out. So anyways, you guys, to me, and then after that, talking to the seller, locking up, and then the next thing is just about going out there, finding buyers, marketing, finding buyers, finding ways to market, finding ways to start generating leads, cold call, Craigslist for sell by owners, direct mail, postcard, etc. So when you guys merge into the group, I'm trying to add as much value as I can for you guys based on the price of $4.95. I go on there, I'll share with you guys the marketing postcard, letters, what we send out. You guys got to understand anything works, but all you need to do is stay consistent with it. Whatever marketing channel you're working, is just stay consistent. Cold calling, driving for a dollar, whatever it is, right? Stay consistent. But on there, I'm going to share with you guys a lot more than I can on YouTube. You know, I'm sharing with you guys all the postcard, what we sent out, I'm going to pretty much post on there really quickly. Is that what marketing company we use, etc. I'll show you guys, you know, the company that we get our propay from, etc. You guys, because to me, talking to seller is stuff, to me, that's what skyrocketed me. You guys, that's what skyrocketed me, is when I know how to talk to seller, take control of the phone call, locking property up on the contract, moving them from, you know what, I'm interested, kind of motivated, all the way to locking the property out of a contract. Once I figure out how to talk to seller, man, my business skyrocket. Then I say, well, how can I make it simple enough that way I can hire on people knowing nothing about real estate and they can do it. So that's where it comes in, you guys. I made it so simple that anybody you hire, let's just say that you are a fix and flipper right now and you're super busy, or maybe you have a full-time job and you're super busy, and you need someone to help you pick up these phone calls. Well, if you don't know how to talk to seller, how are you going to train these to pick up your phone call? So all they need to do is follow the script, study it, role play with them, follow the script, and they can do, maybe now you want to start a virtual wholesaling business while you are doing your fix and flip. To me, I focus all on wholesaling. I don't do no more fix and flip. All right, you guys? And all my VA are from Philippines. My purchase manager are here in the U.S., but we don't ever go meet them. We just do it on Skype. Obviously, the VA in Philippines, we don't go see them. But they're in Philippines. All they know is that they need to speak good English, and you just need to train them up. Once you train them up well, they'll be able to take down deal for you, okay? And right now, my purchase manager have tied multiple deal up on a contract already for us. The one that she just did, we're probably going to make $50,000 on it. She got the seller from wanting $250 all the way down to $150. But anyways, you guys, the nice thing about buying it too is that you can join the community, share, ask any question you want, telling us, okay, what deal am I working on? Hey, here's the house I'm looking at, and what do you guys think the rehab cost will be on this one? A lot of time, underestimating, when you guys overestimating your rehab could be an issue for you to lock that property out on contract. Underestimating your ARV could also be an issue to tie that deal up on the contract. All right. So when you go on there, when you post, hey, I'm working on this deal, what do you guys think? And we're on there. We help you guys. We help you. Hey, you know, people on there helping you doing research. We be able to look at your property that you're sending over. Hey, the seller say this that needs to be fixed. Here are some pictures. What do you guys think the rehab cost would be? And we'll be able to respond back to you. Okay, hey, this is what we do. Here's the price we'll lock it up at. All right. So it's a small community of family where we try and help each other out, not just talk, but putting deal up on a contract all the way to closing on it. And my goal is, you know, to see everyone on there closing their first wholesale deal or scale up and build a team. All right. Lone Star Crypto got that, and Len Glide at the same time. Christopher, hey Khang, I was wondering if I could get a copy of the purchase sale agreement, and I don't have the funds to join the family yet, but I'm working on it. Christopher, those are easy. You can get the purchase sale agreement. Go to Ty, aka the Flip Man. He has a one page purchase and sell contract that he used. He gives that out for free. You can post a comment. It's not the contract that you guys want. Trust me, it's not the contract that you guys want. You know, and you can go and post that question on Wholesaling Houses Full-Time. There's tons of people on there. I promise you, you'll find someone in your local area that was willing to share the contract with you. It's not the contract you want, but it's the script. And I understand, Christopher, you're saving up for it, and I hope to see you on the family soon. But man, we should have more people on there. I know we should have more people on there. So for those of you who purchased my script already, listen up. There should be a link in your, or drop me an email, but there should be a link for you to join, and there's a code for you to join the group. There's so many people that ask to join, and they're just punching in some random code. It's so funny. So I'm telling you guys, and I want to keep it small. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to make it public. I didn't want to make it so it's exactly the same as all the other one. If you guys want to go, and there's so many out there, but I want to give this community a small, tight community where I go on there and I actually share exactly what I'm doing. Anyways, you guys, I think I gotta head out. Just a couple more shout out. Yeah, Khang, not kissing butt, but your channel is the best wholesaling channel on YouTube. Beast mode. Thanks a lot. That's right. Thank you so much. That's a fly shirt, man. Just got it. Just got it yesterday. Raycon, oh, man. How you doing, Khang? I'm doing fantastic, man. Big D, ready to see the check. Love the motivation. All right, well, we're gonna go pick it up and I'll be able to show it to you guys. Next week we're picking up $100 and something thousand. There's a couple of checks. San Nicholas, Mr. Hall, giving you guys some crowd shout out here before I go. C Zodi, what's your best way to market? We spend a lot of money on postcard and letters, so direct mail for us. Do you have to go to a title company? No. Ethan, what was the purchase price again? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. All right, you guys, that's it. Giving you guys a couple shout out before I head out here. And I'm thinking, once again, pick up car now. Yes, we're leaving right now. He's getting us an Uber. So he's going to get us an Uber to drive us all the way down to pick up our car. I add a couple things in the car that wasn't on the package. I add a couple of things to make it my personal touch. Oh yeah, I forgot to show something to you guys. Man, wait, you guys, hold on a second. Let me share something with you guys. I want to share something with you before I end this here. So basically, one of my buddy, he's also a real estate investor in California. He got his he's trying to get me to get a Tesla, but Tesla doesn't make any noise. So I say I'm not getting a Tesla. And he got the Tesla. That was his dream car. And he sent me this license plate back in January before I ordered the car. And he said, Khang, when you order the car, you should put this on. And this is what it said. I mean, this is the guy that I chat with when I first started out real estate, knowing nothing about it. And he was giving me some tips and things like that. I met him on Bigger Pockets. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. And I was sharing with him all, you know, my wife and I, our dreams and what we want to accomplish. And at the time, man, it sounds like a fantasy. But we know that, you know, dreams don't work. You know, we know that a dream without a plan is just a wish, and a plan without massive action behind it, it's not going to work. You know, nothing's going to happen. So, man, we work hard and finally getting it. So he got he got me the license plate because I was sharing with him all these dreams that I was telling him about. And at the time he said, you know. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being a part of the channel, being a part of the family. Truly appreciate it. Put your license plate, no degree. That's actually a good one. But anyways, you guys, anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being a part of the channel, a part of the family. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. It does have an AMG exhaust. Boom, the thing is going to be loud. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll upload another video where I'm going to go pick up the checks. Thank you so much, you guys. Take care. Bye.